Tiffy, are you okay?
I think I've created a game with these.
A game?
A game!
Who's winning the game, honey?
Vito's winning the game. I'm gonna start throwing stuff at you. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? We're gonna craft with these, right? We're gonna craft? Where's the ball?
Yeah, let's maybe back away slowly.
By the way, welcome to Simply Blessed Crafts. Alright guys, so Just Our Imagination. It is hosted by Kathy Jo DIYs, Rustic and Lace DIYs, and our co-host this month is Craft Classy. And we got some interesting craft projects this month. Yeah. Interesting is not the word I need to use. But anyway. So, first one is wire basket. This one wasn't so bad. I did end up using 3 of these, and I am just going around with some wire snips, and I am cutting off the wire piece, as you saw there. I had to cut a lot of this out, guys, but I'm basically just shaping around this to kind of shape it the way I want it to. I end up doing this to 3 baskets of these. One of them I leave the bottom on it, and the other 2 I cut the bottom and the top of the round circles. I do show that I tied these off with the jute twine, but that ends up getting taken off anyway. So just kind of ignore that. So like I said, this one I'm actually taking the bottom off, and I take the top off of this one. Excuse me. So you're just left with just the wire on this, and now I'm going to show you that I am shaping it to what I'm wanting it to look like. This didn't come out the best way because you can't really see the wire and how I'm doing this, but I am basically wiring it in several areas. It was kind of hard for me to get it wired at first, but I had to get my hand in there and basically wire it from the inside. So I basically am just starting the wire in then, and I got my hand in there, and then I twisted it. And I do this throughout the entire project, all the way through all 3 of them. And I created the 3 on top of each other. If you don't know what I'm making a snowman, you guys. And then I have this extra hat in my stash, and I'm just kind of gluing a couple of little dabs of hot glue here just to kind of keep the rim up. I do add a little bit of greenery to the top of his little stocking hat here. And then I'm going to add this little pine cone. And then I thought it would be cute to have a little jingle bell on there as well, so I add that as well, just to give him a little detail. I grabbed this. This is a dishcloth. I believe I got this from the Bullseye Playground from Target. I usually call it the Target dollar spot, but whatever. I do cut this twice. I leave it folded, but I do cut it twice. I cut that, and then I cut it the other fold again. I'm going to use this for his scarf. And then I had the pine cone sitting over there. I painted that orange, but I didn't like it. So I grabbed a toilet paper roll, and I'm just going to use that and glue 2 pieces of the cardboard and then paint that orange. And I'm going to use that for his little nose. I didn't like the way the pine cone looked for his nose. I wanted it to be kind of 3D, but at the same time it didn't turn out. Anyway, I ended up gluing the 2 pieces of the, I must have cut that out, but I glued the 2 pieces of the scarf together to create a longer piece. The two pieces that I cut, I glued them together, and now I'm just adding it to his little neck, and I'm gluing his hat down to his little head, and then I have buttons that I kind of picked out that are around the same size, and I'm just gluing them down to his little face, and then I'm at his nose here. I do not add a mouth to him just because our basket is kind of shallow here, but I do add 3 big black buttons to his belly for his buttons on his middle section. DIY number 2. I do have one of these little tiny clipboard frames. I know that they were talking about if like the bigger clipboard frames were going to be, why wouldn't they be included in this? But I do have these little ones, so I'm assuming that they would work as well in this. I do use a regular clipboard in this in these projects as well. Clipboard is one of the other projects, by the way, you guys. So there was a wire basket, a clipboard, and you will see the other doozy that we had to craft with after this one. But I have these candy canes in my stash. I ended up cutting down a couple of pieces, as you see there, of the I don't know what those are. It was like little. They're not skewer sticks. They're like pops for like sickle or suckers or something like that. I think I got them for my wedding a long time ago, like 4 years ago. But I cut those down and I glued them down to the candy canes, and now I'm gluing them to the frame. We are making a little sled. I thought this was adorable. I actually wanted to do this for the bigger one, but I didn't have anything that would work for the runners. So this is my alternative. So I went this direction. I did have those little border things that you saw me put on the front of it. I'm going to use that here in a minute, but I wanted to paint it first. So I grabbed my antique white and paint the sled. All of it front, back. And then I paint the runners, our candy canes. I do end up having to do 2 coats on that because they're shiny and all that. I do 2 coats of those in my barn red. And then I'm going to glue our little metal piece here. It just kind of looked kind of give it a vintage look to it, and that's kind of why I liked it. I was going for the vintage sled look. And then I'm gonna grab a little piece of tissue, or it's not a tissue, it's a baby wipe, but it's kind of dry. And I'm just gonna kind of lightly dry brush, I guess, kind of some stain. It's kind of like walnut stain on there for the vintage look. I do have these little rub-ons. I don't even know where I got these. I might have got them from a thrift store or something. These are old. I had this little image here that I thought would be kind of cute, and I'm just kind of piecing it on here. I don't bother to cut it, I just kind of piece it on there. I was okay for it not to completely transfer 100% because we're kind of going for that vintage look. I'm even grabbing my sand block and kind of roughing it up to make it look a little more vintage. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of greenery, and we're going to just kind of glue a little bit behind that little clip there. I do grab a piece of jute twine and tie it to the candy canes or the runners for the hanger. You can hang this in a wreath or the tree, or you can just hang it for a decorative piece on your wall. It turns out adorable. I thought about if you had like a little picture or something of like a family member or your husband or something like that would be really cute to hang on this. I don't have anything that small, but I grabbed a little picture and I cut that out and put that in there too. That's kind of something that I just had in my stash. So old ephemera or whatever that I had. But anyway, I grabbed everything out of the old clipboard that I got here. I got that from Dollar Tree. And here we are crafting with the dreaded pooper scooper or cat litter scooper, whatever you want to call it. So this is the craft item that all of us have been trying to figure out what the heck we're going to do with. I ended up going to Dollar Tree and grabbing 6 of them. I ended up only using 4, but anyway, I am just cutting these down at this point. I am trying to figure out what I am going to, well, I know what I'm trying to create. Let me put it that way. But my hand was really sore after this. I'm just throwing that out there. I am just basically just cutting this down at this particular moment because I'm not sure exactly what pieces I'm going to use or what I'm going to need. This is when I'm going to start forming what I have in my vision. So I thought about creating a tree. When I saw the little what do you call them? The like the design of like the opening where you let the litter fall through or whatever. I saw like the branches of a tree. So this is where my mind was going with it. So I grabbed a skewer stick. It's actually not a skewer stick. I guess it's a dowel rod that I had in my stash. And I am just kind of cutting down pieces that kind of form and kind of I'm going to kind of move it out some. And then I'm going to try to start forming the bottom of it. The bottom's what I had the most problems with, to be honest with you, because I was trying to create like kind of more of the cascade flare out of the tree. The top was the easiest because it comes to a point. So here I'm just kind of trying to, you can kind of just see what I'm doing. I end up trying to just piece them the best way I can. This one here, oh no, this is the second one that okay. So I'm kind of just layering them at this point. And then this next one that I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to try to cut it in half. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. I'm going to try to cut it in half, but I'm going to try to like cut it at an angle to kind of get a flare out. And you'll kind of see what I'm talking about when I start gluing them down. You can kind of see a little bit what I'm doing here. It does look better once it's glued and I have more of a mindset of what the heck's going on. I don't know. This is kind of like I'm saying, it's hard to explain what I'm trying to pull off here in so many words. I do grab nutmeg brown. I'm going to color the stem with that, and then I'm going to color everything else with Monet's Garden by DIY. I'm going to grab some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to glue that down to our board. I'm going to puncture the holes that we had from the board at the beginning, and that kind of helps me know where I'm supposed to be placing these pieces when I'm gluing them down. I start by gluing the top pieces on there because those are going to be where our tree comes to our point. And then I'm going to start gluing down our dowel rod, and then I'm going to start piecing our tree together. I do want these to kind of glue to the dowel rod because it's going to kind of flare out, and I'm not going to glue down my swirly pieces because those are going to be our branches, and those are going to kind of do kind of a branchy look, I guess. I'm also on these because they're kind of, the bottom kind of bows out a little bit. They're not going to glue down completely, so like the bottom's gonna flare. So these ones I am kind of gluing the top down some. And then I'm going to layer the bottom here. I actually pushed this one up a little too high. It should have been down a little bit further, I think, because it should have layered a little bit more. And then this one is going to lay on top of those other two like that. So it's going to branch out and flare to the side. I hope that all makes sense, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to do the exact same to the other side. That one ends up peeling up on me a little bit, and I had to re-glue it down, but I should have actually cut more of this out. But I wanted you guys to make sure that you see what I was doing. This one was very complicated to explain. This one I actually kind of overlap a little bit onto the branch. Or onto the dowel rod, however you want to say it. Then I grab one of these. These are from like the very top of the cat litter scoopers, and I'm kind of just putting that over top of it. It's gonna kind of hide the glue a little bit. I do paint a few more of these to give more of a 3D element, and I'm kind of going into, it's kind of gonna stick up a little bit more. This one's gonna be like, I wanted it to be 3D, so I kind of wanted to give it more of an element of a tree. And then I'm going to glue a bunch of pine cones down on it to give it a little bit more of a pine cone flare. Or pine tree flare, I guess. Anyway, after all that is said and done, guys, I tie a little jute twine bow, or a little jute twine string to the top of it. There you have it. DIY number 4, and now we're going to get into a little bit more of an emotional, it's not really, I mean it is, but it's a sentimental one. So, this one is going to be for my sister-in-law. It is going to be a Christmas present for her. I just wanted to throw this in. It is one of the projects that I just wanted to throw in at the very last minute. So we just recently found out that her dad has been diagnosed with brain cancer. He did have a surgery, but it isn't going to stick the way it sounds. And they are saying that he probably has like 2 to 18 months. So, I'm gonna get emotional. Whew. So I wanted to do this for her. I've met him a couple times. He's a sweet guy, but she's very close to her dad. So I wanted to give this to her as a Christmas present. This is from their wedding. Her favorite color is light blue, and I'm just trying to decorate it up really nice for her and everything, so anyway, this is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to cry on here. Anyway, so I just go around the picture with a little bit of like the pearl beading. You can get that from Dollar Tree. This lace ribbon stuff you can get from Walmart. And I'm just going around the edges with that just to give it a little bit more of a elegant look to it. The ornaments themselves, they came from Michael's. These little flower detailing stuff, this is probably off of one of the Dollar Tree things from like the little houses and stuff from Dollar Tree around like Valentine's Day or whatever. So final reveal, you guys. I thought about adding a couple more of the flowers on there, but I didn't. Anyway, here's our little snowman. My husband's holding it up because otherwise he's too low to the ground, but smile, Ryan. But yeah, so he turned out kind of cute. And then here's our tree, you guys. So it kind of turns out kind of cute. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. It actually kind of looks pretty cool. Definitely looks like a tree. I get the tree, so not mad at it. You guys have to let me know down below what you guys think of all these. And I did use a clipboard in this, so. And then here's our other little clipboard. Sled, I guess. I don't know what my favorite is. Probably the snowman. I like the snowman. He kind of turned out kind of cute. But you guys have to let me know. Tell me which one's your favorite. Give me a thumbs up down there. Make sure you guys go check everybody out at the playlist, you guys. Sorry for me getting emotional. It's not my favorite thing to do, but guys, I probably have like one more video, and then I'm probably gonna call it quits for the season. I hate to say that, but anyway, make sure you guys go to give everybody some love. God bless. Love ya.